Hello, fellow Megatennis, and welcome to another episode of Hello, fellow Megatennis. I'm Lori, and with me is Neb.
Hello.
Spider.
Hey.
And Glib.
Yo.
So this is one of the episodes where it's going to be boring because all we're talking about is news, and I know news right now has been pretty slow, unless you care about Nocturne HD Remaster or, Tokyo Game Show, stuff like that. That's all boring stuff. Have you guys been keeping up with the news?
Kind of,
Always.
a little bit.
I mean, we've had like 3 months to catch up on it.
Yeah.
So, sort of.
Also prepare for like news that's 3 months old because we were supposed to do a different podcast. But some people can't beat a 25-hour game in 3 months.
It sucks. It's bad. It's terrible. It is 0 out of 10.
Okay, you say that about like every game we play.
We'll discuss
Hackers
ratings on the episode.
Full Hackers is goated.
That one, folks.
Full Hackers is good. So, I guess the first big news is the console stuff. I saw that Persona. Wow, I'm like so primed to see say Persona when I see P and 5 together.
It's okay, it's there. It's the third
Brain
one.
is rewritten.
Yeah, I'm like Persona Strikers 5 came out $399 for the bad version, and then $499 for if you want it to be able to actually have discs. And it's been like sold out, right? It's sold out for like immediately. I saw people selling printouts on paper on eBay for like a couple $100 and making money on that way.
A couple months ago, they confirmed that they'd only be doing 10 million worldwide.
Yeah, the discless one sold out immediately. The other one, not so quickly.
It's weird that what is the rush for? Like the only thing I saw that I could remotely care about, maybe
Demon
Souls HD or whatever. I could not possibly care about a single other game on that platform that's exclusive to that platform because there's other stuff on there that isn't exclusive.
I mean, really none of it is, to be honest with you.
The PS Now subscription actually has a lot of older titles for launch that you can just play for free. Well, not free, but for a subscription fee.
I have heard about that.
Yeah, but does it have like PS2 stuff? Because when I checked last time,
No,
it doesn't.
It does not.
Yeah, the PS2 things that I care about aren't there. So I'm like, cool. I could play Tomba 2, but I can't play like Breath of Fire 5. Like
it's just
why would you want to play either of those? You
it's
picked
just
the worst possible games.
Fine, okay.
Fun, though.
So sure, I could play Crash Team Racing, but I can't play Demon Souls. The Demon Souls is probably on there, actually.
Yeah, it's just PlayStation 4 stuff, basically.
Yeah.
Who cares about PlayStation 4?
So now here's a question.
Yeah.
This might be answered in an article that's linked in here, but I'm not going to read that because I don't care. What if I bought games on the PS4 with my PlayStation whatever account? Will that shit carry over if I buy PS5?
Yes, but you won't be able to have but you won't have the PS5 upgrades and stuff, like the graphics, whatever.
Oh, so it's like a weird emulated PS4 version of it?
I guess so.
Ew.
I
That's
think
how they
there
explain
is.
Miles Morales, because you can buy Miles Morales on PS4 and on PS5.
Yeah, but let's say I bought like Dragon's Crown, for over the PlayStation, whatever. What is it called? What is their network called?
PlayStation Store?
Sure, there you go. What if I bought it there digitally? You know what I'm saying?
They have a
You mean like about the
compatibility
PS3 version?
list.
I don't know how it works. I bought it from the PlayStation Store.
I mean, if you can play it on your PS4, it should be playable on your PS5.
Okay.
They have a
They said most
compatibility
games
list too.
Yeah, that's my concern. What about PS Plus games? If you've been subscribed to PS Plus for a while and you never remember to turn off the subscription.
I have
Will all
not
those
seen
carry over?
anything about that.
That would be concerning. If they
said they have a 99% compatibility list, so it should be good.
I'll have to look that up.
Good. It doesn't really matter because all the PS Plus stuff tends to be bad. I think the highlight of like my PS Plus like time was when they offered I think it was like Last of Us, and then I played it and I was like, this is actually terrible. Who likes this game? Like, and this is the best thing you can offer. This is like what you think people care about. It is such a bad game.
It's like with Metal Gear Solid, like everyone talks about. Like,
I got Yakuza Kiwami on mine. That was worth it.
Yeah, I got that.
There you go.
That was good. Yeah.
There's some good ones. It's not like Humble Bundle where every time it's like, okay, there's something in here that's good.
Yeah,
it's like for 6 months it'll be a drought of bullshit, and then it'll be like there's a banger. It's like, all right.
But then sometimes what they think is like a banger is garbage. Like Metal Gear Solid 5 was on there too, and I'm like,
That's the best game of the franchise, though.
I kept thinking, how did I get this? And I realized it could only be on PlayStation Plus.
Is that deep?
It's bad. It's not good.
I love Metal Gear Solid 5.
The gameplay is good. Everything else is bad. It's like Kingdom Hearts. The gameplay of the first game is fine, but once you like look at the story and stuff, it's like, what is
I'm gonna start describing Metal Gear Solid as Kingdom Hearts. That rules.
Sorry, we already got dislikes. Not even 20 minutes into the discussion.
I can't control myself.
I'm sorry,
you got
it. And then also the Xbox stuff. Like I gotta be honest, the
literally
Xbox
who
S
cares?
Series and the Xbox S, whatever. They're like their naming convention is bad and it's really dumb.
They didn't learn from the Wii U from Nintendo.
It's like they learned from it, but they're like, what if we made this even worse? Like, we recognize how bad it is, but what if we topped Nintendo at being even worse at this?
Yeah, because which one is the high value one?
I don't know.
I think the S isn't it? The S, right?
I have no idea, honestly. I did see an article where like the older series of the last gen consoles skyrocketed in buys because people were buying the wrong console.
Awesome.
Yeah, because I mean that's probably why they did it. They were like, we can get that next little bit of revenue if we do it this way.
I doubt that's a legitimate marketing strategy. What? Everyone's gonna buy secondhand consoles and make $0 on, as opposed to our new shit that would make a ton of money on.
Some uncle is gonna feel really bad buying his nephew or niece
some prestige
old, outdated
asshole.
console.
This is the 2020 equivalent of like Titanic coming out and your dad comes with a DVD of like Titanic or something, and it's like like one of those mockbusters.
Yeah. What was that place called? The Sun Factory. They made all the fake versions of all those movies, like Transmorphers.
Yeah, they had like a name like Asylum, I think.
Yes, yeah, Asylum.
They're so good.
Now the joke works. Now that we've explained it.
And then also there's the weird rumors that Microsoft is buying Sega. I watched a video where someone was explaining the evidence. It's like someone wore blue one day or something.
I saw that.
Wore blue?
Yeah.
Did you see the one where they're making an X with their hands and a box next to them?
Yeah.
That one was correct color blue. Sega is very specific about their colors of blue.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the TGS merge.
Someone run into that guy and he threw rings all over the place. Picked them up individually.
There's some other super stupid stuff. It was like they announced a new controller color for Xbox and it's blue. Sega blue. It's like
Sega do be blue.
You have to be like really desperate to talk about something. This is
like mentally ill YouTube comment level of discourse.
Yeah, this is exactly that. It's like when some random person decides to ramble about something, except everyone decided that it has to be plausible.
100 other people were like, I like this.
Like, we live in a world where generally if you see a homeless person and they're like asking for help, you just walk by. This is a homeless person who's like, by the way, Microsoft is buying. You're like,
Donald Trump is going to buy Sega. Everyone's like, hold on now. I think on something.
Someone told me also that Microsoft buying Sega would actually benefit Microsoft and Sega more than any other possible option, and I was like, how? All of Sega's stuff is like mostly Asian, and Microsoft is hated in Asia. So, like,
most of their stuff comes out on Sony and Nintendo.
Exactly.
They have more Nintendo for sure. Sega.
Sega definitely is branching into the PC market, but I don't know.
It's the Vegeta to Nintendo's Goku. You know what I'm saying?
I think their main fan base would see that as a betrayal, honestly, and that their main fan base being Japan.
Exactly.
Glib post. Let me read this for the folks at home who can't see it. The evidence, the ironclad evidence that Microsoft is going to purchase Sega is the following. A tweet from Xbox, the @Xbox official account Twitter, saying, "Clean and simple. Period. Still iconic. Period. Controller symbol. The letters S in the word still and the letters onic and iconic are underlined. The tweet is a blue and white controller. And then also there's a picture of Sonic on the right, as if we forgot what Sonic looks like. That is blue and red. There's no red on the controller. There should be red stripes at the foot of the Xbox controller. Then I would believe
you don't understand it.
I'm excited to buy that controller though, like the new Xbox controller. I think it's going to be good. Xbox, I think the Xbox One controller is my favorite controller of
the PS5 controller. Looks like dog shit.
Yeah, the PS5 controller just looks so terrible. But you'll know if it's good basically if the D-pad is good. That's pretty much like telltale sign.
I kind of like DualShock 4. It feels bigger. The DualShock, the one before that, I have one of the PS3 controllers. Yeah. -1 would be 3. Yeah, that thing sucks. It's so small.
It's not only small, but it doesn't have any heft to it. It feels cheap. But yeah. Anyways, PlayStation bad, Xbox bad.
Yeah, consoles are bad. What are you babies doing with consoles?
Yeah, and for the record, I'll never understand buying a console day one because it's always riddled with bugs or errors or whatever. Why not just wait for it to be cheaper and have special editions that are cool colors that come?
Maybe you want to pirate.
Yeah, pirates like the first editions because they have exploits that they can,
Yeah, but do we really have a million pirates that are all like, can't wait to like hack this so I can play my Raspberry Pi or whatever?
No. Security in my console.
I don't know.
I'll be able to run Netflix on my Switch.
I'm going home. Console real quick.
So, anyways, console stuff. We also there's other two more console things. Well, dang it! You guys have so many console things on here. What the heck?
I told you there was a lot.
Let's do
a lot of news, bro.
So Nintendo announced they're going to Brazil, and Sony announced they're leaving Brazil. I think that's funny.
Smart move, honestly.
They're closing the factories in Manaus. I don't know how to pronounce that word, so I'm hoping that's
who cares. Brazil isn't important.
And then also, what everyone already knew, there's going to be a better version of the Switch Pro or whatever you want to call it.
Waiting for this because there was a rumor a while ago that there was 2 new versions of the Switch. There's one shittier one that was for babies, which came out, the Switch Lite. And then there was the one for adults that was more powerful or whatever. And that never surfaced. And now there's another rumor about it.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll buy a Switch eventually if they get one that's better than a cell phone. Who knows?
And also the whole 4K thing, like if you're telling the devs to make sure your games are like 4K ready and I think the Switch is like 720, I don't know, like some ridiculously low
480, 30.
I think it is, yes. 720 sounds right.
I don't know if the Switch is going to be able to handle 4K even with an upgrade.
Maybe they're saying like make it 4K, and then what they're hoping is that they make it at least 1080. We couldn't do 4K, but we got it here. Is that good enough?
Who knows?
Now we're at the standard from 8 years ago, folks. What do you think?
Yeah, they're all cutting edge of technology is being 10 years behind. Also, there's no more 3DS, which is good because 3DS was a bad console, so it's finally dead.
Yeah.
Good library though.
Games. Yeah. Tragic.
Such a hater.
Hilarious enough, the Vita game market, they released 3 new games in the last 3 months for the Vita that were physical releases.
Wait,
they still have cartridges?
It's the companies that bought the last remaining produced cartridges are the ones that are pushing out the physical releases.
Oh, wow.
Games? What are the games?
There's some dumb, like, you know that company that does a limited release thing where it's like, oh yeah.
Oh, you mean Limited Run?
Yeah, those losers and other like ugly companies like that are like, oh, I'm gonna make this indie game into a physical cart and sell it for $40 and people will buy it.
Why are you hitting the Limited Run, man? They're cool.
Yeah. No, they're not. The reason why I don't collect Vita games anymore because they would make limited versions of a game, and I wouldn't be able to get it because they would only make like 100 or one dumb small quantity, and then people would resell it for like $100 plus, and I'm like, cool. This is not even a good game. I just wanted it so I could have all the games that are released in the West, and now I can't do that. So I hate limited run. They should die. Never get sponsored by them or anything.
That's crazy.
Someone's a little salty.
Moving
Yeah,
on.
dude. They
The most important console technology, Sega toilets.
Oh yeah, Sega toilets is cool because it's for men only. Like most video games.
Boys only. Okay. The most
Who
important.
was using the Sega toilet during the crisis, bro? Like,
I'll just bring a
I don't
super
know, wash your
soaker,
hands.
okay?
I do not wash your
Super-
hands.
So this actually reminds me of something that I relearned. I knew this existed, but I had forgotten. It was ancient lost knowledge. Someone put on a video when I was on a call of like the features. It was a rundown of the features in Yakuza Kiwami 2. And one of them was there's like a mini game that's a thing in real life where it's like you piss against a urinal and it like measures the strength of your piss.
What?
Like shows an animation happens. Yeah, there's these things in Japan that do that, and that reminds
That
me
is
of
nasty.
That's what this is basically, right? Like you piss and something happens.
No, you can like play Sonic and stuff on
How,
the screen. I don't know, but it works.
Is there a
That's
pad?
nasty.
There's some videos on the tweets.
If you play this, you're disgusting. Don't talk to me.
Glib has a weak stream. He can't get the high score.
I don't think I want a high score.
7 liters of water before I got anywhere in public. Go for the high score.
Yeah, but there's like a little screen above the urinal, and you can watch the screen while you go.
Whose idea was this, man?
This is the best console news so far.
I think this is a newer edition of it. I think they did another one a few years back as well.
Yeah, this is like a thing. Yeah, like toilet games. I don't know exactly how they work.
Yep,
But
porting to the urinal, next gen technology.
yes, Skyrim on the urinal win.
Can we get Persona 5 on the urinal?
Oh hell yeah! Before the Switch.
Well, I mean that's the same thing, isn't it?
Oh, got him.
Speaking of the Switch,
Damn.
Sega Ages, they it's like a little run they were doing for remastering old indie, not indie. What do you call them? Older
Classic?
titles like the NES
Yeah,
titles to the Switch.
Legacy.
And legacy titles. And that finally ended, so no, they won't be doing that anymore.
So they did Phantasy Star. Did they do Shining Soul and Shining whatever? Do you remember those?
They did Shining Force, I think.
Because that one Shining something Solar Force, that game ruled. That was.
I think Shining Force done already.
Oh, did they port that to stuff? Because I kind of want to play that again sometime. That was a good game.
Yeah, it's on Switch now. I just looked it up.
Awesome.
Good job.
This is really pushing me over the edge to maybe consider purchasing.
Yeah, consider it. Speaking of purchasing, Yakuza 7 is going to come out in November 13th in the West. Yakuza 7 is the one that's weirdly named Yakuza Like a Dragon, a nod to the fact that it's called Like a Dragon in Japan. And
You say this every podcast.
it's dumb. Because it's dumb. Just call it Yakuza 7. Like Yakuza Like a Dragon, Ryugo Guitar or whatever.
Well, hold on, but isn't Like a Dragon? Maybe I think I'm senile because I think we talked about this before. Isn't that the name of the spinoff with the guy with the stupid hair?
That's not a spin-off. That's Ichiban. I don't know why they call number 1 Ichiban though. Like, why didn't they translate that?
Who's the guy with the stupid hair? Doesn't he have his own game?
Or is that his
Remember
name?
that? Where everyone thought it was
talking about the main
turn-based?
character of 7? Because
You know what? Oh, that reminds me. So I was looking up, I think it was in 7, but one of the main guys for Atlus West, his name is Yu Namba. And there's a character in Yakuza 7 called Yu Nanba. And I'm like, how close, I mean, how weird is it that a guy in the same age range as the Atlus guy with this very similar name, and he looks pretty similar to him too.
It's probably him.
But it can't be. I thought they hired actors to do them, didn't they? Like, aren't they?
they did for some of them. I don't think they did for all of them.
because like, is that a nod? Is that I was like weirded out by it because he's not voicing the character clearly, but he's like been working at Atlus West for over 20 years. So I figured that maybe they just threw him a bone and were like, hey, let's just give him a nod.
Okay, I looked it up. Yeah, someone with a guy named Ichiban.
Yeah, that's 7.
But is that not a spinoff? Is that
That's the one I'm talking about. That's 7.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's confusing. I thought when all the ones with Kiryu were the mainline ones.
No, they just got rid of him. He's gone.
He's gone. Oh, well, damn. I don't like this guy. His hair sucks. He has the same storyline from what I'm reading as Kiryu. He went to prison and came back, and he's gonna fuck people up. This sucks.
I mean, that's all Kiryu did anyway. Same story.
Yeah, I know, but why would they? Persona ripoff Adachi, a rogue cop. What? Ripping off Persona 4?
Wow.
I can't believe
You didn't already, Neb. It's JRPG.
Sucks.
It's a copy. Same thing.
Over here with minor spoilers.
Yeah, I know. Way to do that, Neb.
Well, he's the cop.
Also,
what did I say?
What is the thing with the movie? Yakuza movie? Like,
So,
they're actually making...
they're making a Yakuza live action movie. Is it live action? Yeah, I think it is.
It doesn't have to be. It's going to suck.
Is 1212 and Wild Sheep people? Or is that like a person that just goes by 1212? Or are those like famous companies? I've never heard of either one of those things.
It's going to be bad. It doesn't even matter. It's going to be so bad.
It might actually be halfway decent for a low budget movie.
Yeah, because Yakuza 1...
Sure, if you adjust for not a lot of money involved and video game adaptation.
Yakuza 1 is simple enough that it could just be a movie. Same thing with Yakuza 0. It could be a movie.
That's the thing. Could be. That's the problem.
In a couple hours, there's a Yakuza stream at Tokyo Game Show, and there was a bunch of rumors about it being a game. It's not a game. They already said it wasn't. But it's probably news about this movie.
Nice. So now we'll be outdated.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're going to be out there in a couple of things because there's a Sega stream going on right now. Sega/Atlus. At TGS, it started. And they'll be getting to other topics now. Right now, it's a Puyo Puyo tournament. What the fuck? People care about Puyo Puyo?
Hey,
yeah,
are you kidding me?
The weird thing is that people care about that, but they don't care about Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, which is like the best video game.
Puyo Puyo is actually pretty big competitive over there.
Of course it is. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed, you know?
I guess. Or should I say Aegis?
All right. We're going to ignore that. We're not going to reward him. We're going to move on. Speaking of Yakuza, final Yakuza news. Yakuza did we talk about this? Might localize Ishin, which is the ancient Japanese one, right?
That's the samurai one. Yes.
Right. It's the only one set in Japan. You're right.
Yeah, it's the older historical one. They're looking to bring it over, but it seems like there's some scheduling issues, which with the pandemic and everything else, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll get around to it. I mean, based on their feedback so far, if they just keep doing what they've been doing, I think they'll be fine. They just got to get the time to do it.
Yeah. Now on to Persona news.
Great.
Let's talk about the figures all together because there's like.
Yeah. Can we please condense this? I want to talk about each individual one.
So there's a couple of characters getting figures. An's getting a really expensive one. I think it's made by the same people who made the Mara figure. Haru is getting a figure. She's the one with floofy hair. I don't know. I keep forgetting her name, so I figure that other people do too.
I don't think she's even really a character.
Makoto, that link.
Being rich is not a personality.
I don't think that Twitter link even exists anymore because that guy deleted his account. Yep. Okay.
Tragic.
So Makoto is a Funko Pop that looks exactly like a Terminator.
Yeah, the red glowing eyes.
Eyes so red. That's so disturbing.
Like as soon as I saw her, I just like hear the do. Like I think that's Terminator.
That's what I do every time I wake up. I get in the shower and I hum the Terminator theme song. I go on one knee and I go dun 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 dun. and then I slowly stand up.
This isn't related, but did you guys realize that the design Terminator SMT2 has the same guns as Terminator in one of the scenes in the movie? I found out like last month, like a week ago or two. Like, it was crazy to me.
Really?
Beadman told me that like 2 years ago.
That was it. We can keep going now.
just know that Beadman told me that before, so I knew it before you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean,
that's
it's
crazy.
a Spaz 12, and it looks like maybe it's like a Galil with a banana clip, which is weird. But yeah, everyone used it's in a '90s action movie. Everyone's used a Spaz 12, and then the rifle. It's kind of I don't know exactly what that is.
I just want to say that was cool.
But that's a very '90s.
Go back to regular discussion.
But
I just had to fact check you.
So then all those are happening, which is whatever. There's a lot of Persona 5 merch being released in the West from Sanshi, that one company from Europe called not Level Up Games, or I forgot what they're called. But that one company, you guys know what I'm talking about?
Graphic
Yeah, that
art?
one.
No. They're based in the UK, and they make a lot of Megaten or Persona 5 merch.
Oh.
So they also announced the new line of Persona 4 and Persona 5 merch yesterday. The name's not relevant, I guess, because I can't remember it. So,
Oh yeah, that's the one where they had that an actually decent, nice set of T-shirts for Persona 5. Usually, I don't like the Persona 5 merch, but that one was
insert coin.
insert coin. Yeah.
Yeah, they announced stuff. Some of it's pretty cool. They actually they're rerunning the Chie jacket, so Glib can live out his fantasy.
I do want that one. That one's cool.
I don't know if you know about this, but Glib always posts about how much like steak and kung fu. It's really weird. He's like really getting into the character.
I almost made steak today, actually.
What? Is that what you're?
Where can I buy the Chie jacket? Let me know.
It's expensive. It's 60 euros, so that's like $70.
That changed my mind.
That's not that bad for a jacket.
That's actually not.
Yep, the guy that's wearing it is Asian, so you have to be Asian for it to look good on you.
Is that true?
$67. So that's not.
Did you see the name? It's Dragon Green and F Steak Yellow.
That's so annoying. I would not buy it because of that. That's like
literally F Steak. DAE.
It really does say that. I cannot believe that.
I can.
That stinks.
Who's man's?
So in positive news, the guys that did the HD UI for Persona 1's PSP port, he's also working on the Persona 2 Innocent Sin UI upscaling, and he also said that once CJ is done with the Eternal Punishment PSP release, he'll do an HD UI of that as well.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's pretty. As Glib might say, it's based.
I'm pretty excited about
Based on
that.
what? Based on what exactly?
Based on a true story, and also there's a weird new card game by I think it's from the Trick Gear series, or it's called Trick Gear, featuring Persona 5 Royal.
Oh yeah.
I don't know anything about Trick Gear, but the font is really ugly, so probably bad.
Yeah, so I believe this is a situation where it's like there's a base type of card game called Flux, where this is completely unrelated to this, but conception it's the same. Where you have Flux, and then you can theme it in different ways because the core rules are the same, and then there's different flavor. Like you can have a superhero theme one that has different mechanics, stuff like that. So it's that, where this is like Trick Gear is the base rule component, and then you can flavor it to different shit, which lends itself to different marketing ideas. There's
it's like Munchkin, right?
Yeah, Munchkin, Legendary, Monopoly is obvious, the most obvious one. It's stuff like that.
Yeah, Munchkin's good. We should play.
I'm looking at these packs, and they look kind of boring, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Let's make a Munchkin Megaten Munchkin.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. Okay.
I've never played Munchkin before. Is it good? I don't know how that works.
It's
good twice in the sentence that I said.
It's fun if you like backstabbing people.
Reassert it.
Mechanically, it's pretty dry if you play it fully mechanically. But if you play it with the intent of fucking over everyone else and making it like a interpersonal conflict, it's very fun.
Tragic.
Yeah. What else? There's Persona music at the Sega 60th anniversary concert. Did that already happen or no?
don't think
No,
so.
it'll happen in December, I think.
Nice. And if I can, do they have the list of what the songs are gonna be? Because
No, they're going to slowly unveil all the franchises that are going to be there and what songs they have. So right now
I
it's
see.
going to have Persona for sure with Lynn. So only Persona 5 confirmed so far. Or Persona 5 and 4 are the only ones confirmed so far.
I
For
see the drum art
Atlus.
they have. It's like
I think she's great. I think her songs are good. So good job.
do 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 do. That's Lynn.
Okay, thank you. That's a good interlude.
Oh, they're gonna have Virtual Fighter music. Yeah, that's good. And Crazy Taxi, it looks like. Okay, cool. Persona 5S is called Persona Strikers, 5 Strikers instead of Persona 5 Scramble. Dumb because it kind of reminds me of the Angry Kirby situation, like making Kirby angry on the air ride box.
Yeah, it really does. Like, oh, we got to make it hard boiled for the American audience.
Very funny.
The full title is Persona 5 Strikers, or Persona 5 The Phantom Strikers, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
can you just
relax?
Why did you get rid of Scramble? Everyone calls it Scramble already. Just
and it's
you know what a Scramble is. We're not stupid. I know we're Americans, but we're not that stupid.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, it's dumb.
I'm reading Moby Dick, so maybe respect my intelligence.
You've read Moby Dick? I've read the entirety.
I did, but I'm not reading it. So.
Oh, nice! I've read the entire series of short stories about Pinocchio. It's quite good. It's all about how. No, like it's cool because the
about little boys, dude.
No. The cool thing is the author hates kids, so then that's why he keeps punishing Pinocchio like viciously.
Oh
no! But the publisher, like the original ending for Pinocchio was Pinocchio getting hung on a tree and dying.
Hello? As a human child?
What the heck?
And then they changed it because the publishers were like, no, it can't be like that.
You know, up until now it's been okay, but when you made the child commit suicide, we're kind of out on that.
Yeah. I mean, you're turning kids into donkeys and sending them to work in salt mines. There's like a lot of like really bizarre.
For Noah turn.
It's a giant fish, and there's gonna be a super cool adaptation.
Giant fish. It's a giant fish.
Yeah, giant fish. So anyway. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is I'm smart because I've read Pinocchio.
Though.
And also, the last big Persona news is that the studio behind Persona, Studio P or P Studio, whatever, they're looking for developers who have Unreal Engine experience. Kind of unusual. Sounds like Persona 6 will be Unreal Engine.
Yeah, it sounds like maybe they liked how well the. Oh, yeah, hold on, I can't speak. They liked how well that SMT5's development was going because there was a lot of praise in the interviews for Unreal Engine.
Yeah, there was a weird amount. I never read into it that way, but yeah. So then, do you think that this is going to be Persona 6 on Unreal, or is this like a spin-off on Unreal?
They might do a spin-off first to get used to it and then go into Unreal. But they might just jump into it as well. I don't know. That's probably why they're hiring someone.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah, and Unreal 5 just came out for developers a couple months ago.
Yeah, so that's a good sign.
And it's going to be available for commercial in January, I think. So, yeah, that should make it a lot easier for them to upscale stuff from Unreal 4 to 5.
Yeah. One thing that's been happening since I've been playing this game that we agreed that we'd finish before the end of August, and I realized that though the engine they use for Raito lends itself well, or maybe it's the engine, or I'm not really tech savvy, but they made Kaneko's art look really good. I think that it's a really good representation of his art. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I've always thought the models for Persona like 3, 4, and 5 are kind of bizarre, but also realized that that's because that's just how his art is.
To be clear, do you mean the pre-rendered stuff or the stuff in the gameplay?
Oh, because like look at like in the Raito thing would be like the parts where they're talking and they have the little animated things next to the speech thing underneath that you have to read. So that's like, well, it's animated and it looks a lot like just a living Conoco piece. And then when you see like the models and the way they move in Persona 3, 4, and 5, they look bizarre because the proportions are weird because that's how like Sojima draws them.
I'd actually agree on the first part, but I really do not like the pre-rendered scenes. Those are really ugly to me. I really hate them.
I love them because they look cheesy. I think they're supposed to look good, but they just
I like how expressive the characters look in like Imagine and Rido.
Uh-huh.
Like their facial expressions, I didn't really get that from the other games.
Yeah, you see it more in Rido 2. I'm in Rido 2 right now, and they activate it, and some of the models, like you could tell that character was just never meant to smile because it just doesn't move.
Yeah, there is definitely some awkward stuff going on, but I think they did a fairly good job with it.
So my hope is that if they're able to kind of put that level of attention to like the future Persona game, is what I was trying to get at, is I want it to be like that where they just feel more alive and like interesting, but the problem would really rely on how well the characters are designed, because I think that Conoco's art translated perfectly to the 3D, but then like Doi and whoever takes over Persona 6, like they would have to do the same, but their art's kind of generic, so it'll look generic.
It doesn't really translate well into 3D. I think that's why they're stuck even with 5 with 2D portraits.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the reason why they also did it for 4 and all that. Although they did do that for Strange Journey too, but I think that's more Conoco being lazy.
I'm not gonna lie, I prefer the portraits.
I like them. I like them a lot. Either way, I'm pretty happy. But
yeah, either way is fine. It's just I like the way it's executed in Rido because, well, anyways, we'll talk about it whenever.
I just do really like this more cinematic scenes.
Yep, exactly. Well, and we'll be able to talk about it in about December, I guess, is when we're done.
It's bad.
Speaking of good games, Nocturne is getting a bunch of merch. Albeit, all the merch is bad.
It's not all bad. Some of it is like extremely bad.
Talk about this Sega store you mentioned. Some of this looks kind of tight. A lot of it looks like garbage. But let's, for instance,
talk about the ones that you.
I like one of them. I forgot.
That is kind of cool.
There's a link right there, Glib, if you want to look through it.
The shirt is okay.
I clicked it. It's loading right now.
So
I will say that Fornius and Decarabia shirt, goddamn.
That thing is the greatest thing ever. It was like the worst piece of merch they have ever put out.
So, for the folks at home, imagine a t-shirt that has a, what's it called? The front pocket and like the chest piece. What is that called?
It's the front pocket, yeah.
Whatever. You have a pocket over like your pec. It has that, and there's a Decarabia there on the left side. And then the right side sleeve, there's a Fornius. And then there's just blank otherwise. There's nothing connecting them. They're just like PNGs that are like pasted onto the shirt. There's nothing on the back. It's insane that someone would make this.
I like the long sleeve shirt.
The back of the shirt is also long. Oh, the back of the shirt is also longer than the front of the shirt.
Yeah.
For some reason.
For some reason, they thought that would be cool, and they're all one size, by the way. So you can only get them in what would translate to the West as like a medium.
Hello, that's garbage.
Well, they're all tiny over there. They don't eat food. They eat like rice or whatever.
Anyway, I like the one that's the long sleeve shirt with the Demi-Fiend tattoos on it. That's cool.
I almost like that one because they showed off some of the stuff. It doesn't look bad. My big complaint about the Demi-Fiend shirt, no chest tattoos. For some reason, they didn't do the chest one.
Yeah, that's weird.
And they didn't do the back ones either. But the chest one is the weird part because why? Why did you only do just the bottom?
They changed the lotus tattoo to something else as well.
Yeah, it's the middle thing. It's like a split open peach or something.
It looks like an insect.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's. I don't know what it was or something. Was the guy asleep? because the sides, the arms actually have the lotus still, but it still looks bizarre. Like the vectoring looks weird. Like they didn't separate the lotus pieces, so it's really something else.
They got the Atlus design team back. You know what I'm saying?
It reminds me of the SMT 25th anniversary merch, where it's like some of it was okay, but most of it was like, why? Like, I don't know how to feel about it. The Decarabia towel, like, why?
Okay, that towel. They kept zooming in on it during the merch stream, and they zoomed on it one last time. So the other host that came in at the last minute to show off the Phantasy Star Online stuff, he wanted to look at the towel, right? Mm-hmm. Well, that ended up cutting out his time enough that he could not show off all the Phantasy Star merch.
What?
Tragic.
Because you had to see the towel.
That's funny. I saw like a snippet of it, and I could have swore they were holding up Aegis Rim's mask and talking about Persona 5. Like, but I wasn't, like, it was like early in the morning when
No, they were showing off the Aegis Rim. No, it's not Shippo. The robot towel. There's a towel with the robot too.
Where are the towels at? All I see is the mask and the shirt.
The towels is the Decarabia with the red outline, and then the whatever color outline for the robot from.
That's a towel? Oh, yeah, that's a sticker.
Yeah, they're little tiny hand towels.
Yeah. So imagine. So you know when you're moving out of your parents' house and you want to prove that you're an adult, you don't have this stuff because this is not how you do it. If my kid had a Decarabia towel, I would like excommunicate them. Like this is the towel I use to like wash my hands.
It says the man with a Decarabia bath mat.
Yeah, but it's in the closet. In a box in the closet. It's nowhere. The face mask and the eye masks are cool though. I will say that's fair play. I don't know if I'd ever use a eye mask. I don't know what you use that for. Sleeping maybe?
Yeah. Like my place, I have a floodlight that shines directly into my house. So face mask is very, very useful.
Have you ever thought of buying blackout curtains?
Yeah, but then I have 2 cats.
Curtains.
I kind of want to buy the face mask with the icons on it and the SMT on it.
I almost like that, but I just don't like that it says SMT in a font that's not SMT. Like it's just some random font, and for some reason that really bothers me.
The Jack Frost ones are a lot better in my opinion.
Yeah, the Black Frost mask that rules.
Yeah, I already bought all the Jack from Black face masks, and I bought the Decarabia towel.
I like that the eye mask is also plushed a little bit too. It's like it's soft, so it's not just. I
understand why. Is that something you want in a face mask?
Yeah, it makes it more comfortable and doesn't slip around as much.
Yeah, it's gotta have something.
The frost masks are too silly for me. I don't think I'd wear those.
The which ones?
The frost masks, they're too silly for me.
That's why they're cute.
I've seen people
want to be cute. I want to be cool.
I don't wear it every single day, but
give you just some friendly observation. You'll never be cute. So
I want to be cool.
You could be cool. Frost is literally cold. Go to Frozen.
To Frozen.
No, I would wear that. But now that you like kind of brought it up, I'm thinking like, dang, I'd be judged at my Trader Joe's, but they already judged me for being black. So what else?
You wear gold shoes. I don't care what you wear.
The Aegis Rim one is not bad because it's just the name.
Yeah, it's pretty boring looking, honestly.
But that's fine. Sometimes boring is okay. The Aegis Rim sweater is also boring, but it's not bad.
I actually like that. I just wish it wasn't like the name on the sleeves, but it looks kind of cool if you just squint.
If they what they should have did is they should have put the word start, like, because you know how the start thing shows up on the Sentinel people's bodies.
Yeah, I would have liked to have like starts like around the ring there. That would look.
That would have been.
So you can put the start on your inner thigh, like the other girl.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's one. I think one of the girls has it on her stomach. Like the guys have it on all those safe places, like their hand, their ankle. I think it's funny. Anyway,
moving on. Other Nocturne stuff. There's gonna be a stream where they discuss What is this? They're going to discuss top 10 demons?
So there's a launch stream for Nocturne on the 26th, a little bit before it comes out. And they're going to post the results from the poll that they had for the past, month and a half or something like that, where they show off the top 10 demons.
It's going to be
so it's like stuff like probably like Pixie and Decorabia.
Mara,
yeah, probably. Yeah,
because Japanese fans are memers too, unfortunately. And
yeah, that's why Decorabia is so popular.
Yeah, Chu Chulin.
Decorabia is cool though.
Chu Lane, Mothman, probably.
Another thing that they announced was that the Nocturne OST and this Ayakashi magazine, when you first start up the game, there is a magazine that Chiaki steals from you, and this is the second issue to that never came out because of the conception. And it's written in the perspective of Hijiri, and it has a bunch of information about the game and stuff like that. It's 106 pages, so there should be a lot of goodies in there.
I can't wait.
It's 106?
106 pages, yes.
That's crazy. I'm interested now.
Watch like most of the pages just be art. Like just
I'm sure.
Like character portrait art and whatever.
Considering that it's the guy that did the 25th anniversary book, I think there's going to be a lot of text.
Which is good. Sometimes in that book, he does provide like non-commentary, if you know what I mean. Like it'll be a page just about the script of a game, and he'll just be like, "Here are some pages of the script," and I'm like, "Duh." It says that right underneath the script. You wrote that there too, but he's good and he's a really nice guy. He's on Twitter under the name Yenden.
Yeah, I always see him posting stuff like he'll find something and post it, and you're like, "Oh wow, that's actually pretty cool."
Yeah, he's cool.
The Nocturne soundtrack also has arranged piano pieces and some unreleased tracks as well.
Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna do for unreleased tracks. Hopefully, it doesn't have sound test on it because I saw that they copyright them or whatever, meaning that if you after a certain point, then you'll get copyright claimed if you use it.
If it is sound test, it'll be in a piano. It'll be the piano version, so they probably won't copyright the older version. It'll be a different one.
Hopefully. I already started using Imagine music in my video.
Just in case.
Just in case. So no one cares about Imagine.
Sound test at the end of this podcast, so we might have to.
And then also this voice actor, his name is Robbie Damond. I don't know what he's. How do you say the name?
Damon.
I thought it was Damon.
Damon.
Why would you? I figured that it was silent Y. It's not. I'm not joking. It's not Robbie Damond.
No, probably Damon. Yeah.
I think it's Damon. Like I said.
Y in his name. Okay. Anyway, so the deal with him is he's credited as English Goro.
Oh no. I mean, his voice
actor. It's just kind of a dumb role, but it's a good job. But he's credited in 1 million fucking shows and animes and shit. So
he's Spider-Man.
He might end up playing
I hope he's Isamu.
Isamu or Hijiri. I'm guessing.
His voice sounds good for Isamu or Hijiri. One thing that I will give Atlus credit for, by the way, as an aside, is that their Aegis Rim voice acting for English, most of the time, it's actually pretty close to the Japanese style, or it just sounds better than.
Yeah, what was her name in that one? He's the
voice for Akechi in the Persona 5 anime.
For who?
Akechi.
Yeah, that's Goro. We just said that.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Natsuno in Aegis Rim or Aegis Rim. I actually prefer her in English over the Japanese.
Yeah, it's a really suiting voice. And Megumi's that way for me. Actually, Megumi, her voice in English and Japanese are exactly the same kind of tone. So it's really cool because they deliver the lines almost exactly the same. I think that was a coincidence, but a really good one. So now let's talk about Megaten. Hardcore Gaming 101 is an a guide for all Megaten. So you know how people make those videos where they're what is and isn't megaten, or the complete history of megaten, like those types of videos.
Oh yeah, stupid videos. Yeah.
This
So
is
So I subscribed to his Patreon just so I can read the draft, and it's fine. It's actually, there's nothing wrong with it. Actually, it's just exactly what it sounds like. It just describes every game, like the release thing, and then whatever information you could find on like Wikipedia or whatever, but condensed into like one page instead of like 4. So that's what the draft was that was available on his Patreon was like. And yeah, I didn't have any complaints. It was just it didn't have any mistakes, so that's good.
it's just a simple introduction to the series, basically.
Yeah, but it's gonna, like, I could see it selling well just by virtue of it being that, and everyone loves those types of videos. Even though, like, do you really get confused about megaten? Like, do you really get confused about megaten? That's the question you should look when you wake up in the middle of the night, or maybe when you're getting ready for work. Just look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, do you get confused about megaten? Because it's pretty straightforward, in my opinion. But
pretty straightforward. I don't know about that.
Okay, I mean. So I guess it's just one of those things where I'm so knee deep in megaten that I know it like the back of my hand.
Yeah,
You're probably not a really like outside source to speak on that, so maybe it would be helpful to someone.
I could teach. So what I will say that
I'm filled with megaten related merchandise.
I will make one aside that, like, the 2 students that I've worked with so far that actually like games and like RPGs and stuff, I explained to them megaten and they understood it in just one explaining, and that's fine. I even let one play, I even let them play digital, not digital, what's it called? The one where you're trapped and you have 7 days before your DS explodes or something.
Devil Survivor?
Devil Survivor, yeah. I let them play Devil Survivor and they liked it. And I was like, oh, look, cool.
Yeah, bad taste.
Well, they also love Sonic, so
there it is.
I think Devil Survivor is pretty fun, even if I don't really like a lot of the characters.
I like those characters.
There's so much more to dislike than to like, in my opinion.
What is this thing about the guide for Megaten 1?
Glib posted
it's like
that.
One of the old guides, the play guide, strategy guide, whatever it's called, and they scanned it.
Devil Story one.
Oh, yeah. They scanned.
Oh,
strategy guide.
Cool. Okay.
It's actually it's cool just because of the art is what I took away from it.
You're
like, you don't need it to play the game.
Yeah, because Megaten's pretty straightforward. So Chronicle Works 9 is finally coming out.
The best book, finally.
Yeah.
After all these years.
It's funny because my pre-order thing, I pre-ordered it in November, like the first week of November, and it's coming out October of this year. So almost a whole year of it being delayed. It's finally coming out. It's confirmed to have Machina X, Rido,
1 and 2.
Devil Children, which is basically 2 pieces from Chronicle. It's gonna have Strange Journey. I don't know why.
Devil Summoner and Devil Saga 1 and 2.
No, Devil Summoner is already, and Devil Summoner is already there, but Digital Devil Saga, yeah, Devil Summoner is volumes 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe this is Devil Story, and maybe it's supposed to be Devil Survivor because he did do, I think, 2 pieces for Devil Survivor.
Yes, or some survivors.
So that's cool. I'm really excited for it. I'm more excited for that than I am for Nocturne Remaster because Nocturne Remaster was terrible. So this is kind of like the feather in the cap of the year.
Wait, I have a question.
Oh, it's
is
Devil
the art
Survivor
from Soul Hackers, the 3DS version, in one of these books or no? Maybe they mean that.
The 3DS one, they're in that one's in volumes 6 and 7, I believe. 6 and 7 has Soul Hackers. 4 and 5 has just Devil Summoner 1, and then volume 8 has Persona 1 and 2.
It has new art too. It has art from what's that guy's name? The boss from SMT1, the first boss. What's his name? He's yellow.
Doman?
Doman. Is he in that too or no?
Is he in Soul Hackers? I can check really quick.
No, I mean he is in Soul Hackers. He's from the 3DS version. But is he in the art books? I'm asking.
I can check right now.
Because that art's new for Soul Hackers 3DS.
In here is Rido. It's Rido 1 and 2.
Yeah.
There's no Soul characters in this book.
He's asking if the new Doman is in the volume 6-7 of this, and I believe he is. Yeah, because it has.
It's not part of the news.
Okay, then cool.
Yeah, so you'd want volume, I think 7 Doman.
Yeah, it's Machina X, Devil Children, Devil Saga, Devil Summoner, Rido, Devil Survivor, and Strange Journey.
And like I just have to reiterate, Devil Children has King Frost, Frost Ace, Queen Frost. Those are the 3 things that Kaneko did.
Frost 5?
Frost 5, no, that's not in Devil Children. That's Frost Trio, and that's done by a different person. Yeah, Frost Trio is the one with Melon, Strawberry, and what's her name?
Lemon.
Yeah, Lemon. So those are the 3 for that, and then for Devil Survivor, I think it's just Belder. Is there another one?
I don't think so.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah. We're gonna find out. We're also going to talk about the final piece. Actually, I guess this is more megaten news technically.
Yeah. So the last big. Imagine the world's greatest MMO is finally getting wiped as of Thursday of next week. That's October 1st for you guys who aren't here in the conversation right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool because it means that basically they're going to start everyone else on a somewhat same playing field, except that the people who played already get a bunch of bonuses that make it uneven again. So if you get to like max level, if you max out your like skills, if you do certain things, you get rewards or incentives when you recreate your character. And I don't, to my knowledge, there's not going to be any more updates regarding that. The only other stuff left is for the translation team to continue translating, and that's just translating like some item descriptions and stuff like that. That's pretty much all that's left.
And some of the dialogue they missed quite a bit, even in the main story.
Yeah, which according to the translation team, they're done with that part. So I don't know what it means for like the game or how that or what the delay is with implementing it, because there's still like a pretty good chunk that's just not in English.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
But yeah, so if you're trying to get rewards or incentives for playing, grind from now until October 1st, and then you can at least have yourself a merry little Christmas. DX2 also is running the Devil May Cry event again. I think they redid Dante and Virgil's skills or something. Not the Virgil.
Virgil's Don't make me mad.
What is the other guy's name?
V.
Nero.
Oh, the white-haired guy.
Nero.
Yeah, I think they redid Nero skills. Or they
redid Dante's skills. They gave him Pierce, and they gave him something else too.
They gave him Pierce just because they gave him Pierce and Nocturne. That's so dumb. Dante.
Well, they gave him Pierce because he's trash. That's what they gave him Pierce.
The only one anyone cares about is V, anyways, because he breaks the game.
Well, I think there's potential for all of them to break or to be pretty viable. Dante is not bad though. Only people who suck at the game don't know how to use Dante. But this
is the worst one easily.
It's pretty bad right now because there's so much evasion, and everything he does is multiple hits. So he's kind of bad. He's great in Democalypse and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, that's what I use him for.
But for PvP, he's gonna.
Well, I don't have one.
Cock. But then
no
there's Nero.
No wonder you're saying it's bad because you don't have one. Sucks.
I hate you.
Any of those 5 stars because I didn't spend money. But anyway.
So there's well, actually, wait. There's another stuff. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. We got Mariki.
She's cool, right?
I wish I didn't pull her. I used all my PvP gems from last week. I used all the event gems, and I didn't pull her. I did manage to pull a Nurgle though, which I was like, cool, I guess.
I knew DMC was coming, so I didn't pull on Marisi.
Well, DMC is gonna suck. Marisi is more useful, but whatever. That's
fine. No, it's not. I'm good, bro. I want the V, bro. I'm good on Marisi.
Okay, call me when you actually beat me in PvP or.
Hello? I beat you in PvP before, though. Hello?
Yeah, okay. Well, when have you done that in the last year?
I haven't seen you in the last year.
Yeah, because I'm always above you.
I hope I'm the one that pulls V, and he just sits in my stock at level 1, and everyone gets mad at me.
Pool V sucks. V sucks. The Dante's the wave of the future. You have
No one's in Dante. Hello.
Okay. So anyway,
Sitting there by yourself in Silver 3.
Yeah.
I was confused
by
there's
going to be a stream. There's a stream right now. Like I said, it's still Puyo Puyo tournament.
It's not for hours and hours from now. I told you.
No, I'm still mad about it, though. I can be mad about it. I'm allowed.
You're not allowed. That's your privilege.
We should just record for like 10 more hours just for that. Just to watch the 2 streams.
It's 1:30 p.m. in Japan right now. The stream is at 5 p.m.
I'm still
mad. We can record for 5 more hours. Spider, come on now. We got this.
Yeah.
I did have the idea of streaming a podcast once, so we'll literally just have the podcast but on Twitch, and then we'll just upload the VOD. But I think
be careful
for that.
Maybe for something that's not completely in Japanese.
No, I mean just literally what we're doing right now, but translated into a Twitch stream.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
As long as Neb doesn't say anything anti-Semitic, we'll be fine.
Well, he keeps giving me. He's like, "You got to read this book. It's something about the protocols of Zion."
Hello?
Or something.
Oh my god!
What?
You just want to read this book by this caller guy?
God.
I don't know what the big deal is. He's DMing me.
Aegis Rim.
Please.
Aegis Rim.
Yeah. So the big thing about Aegis Rim is we already talked about the merch. The US release happened. I have it. I got it twice actually because I got a review code. Making waves in the community. I am
dead game no one cares about.
You got it the last minute.
I got it the day before, yeah. But it's cool because I got to actually install it early, I guess. But it's pretty good. It's way better than any of the other for my taste, because I'm not a big Vanillaware person. I only really liked Muramasa a lot and Dragon's Crown. I've never really got into. I didn't like Grimoire, which this game is based on, or the gameplay is based on, and I didn't really like Odin's Sphere. But
I heard Odin's Sphere is good.
Yeah, some people like it. I didn't really get it that far in, so maybe
I ended up with Muramasa for some reason.
I like the mysterious plot going on where you kind of have to piece everything together and all that.
Yeah, I like that they don't spoon feed you. That's the thing that's cool, because the reverse is happening in Raito 2 for me. I'm playing Raito 2 at the same time, and the last hour of my gameplay was them saying the same thing. Like Narumi would say something, the character would say the same thing. Goto would repeat what both of them said, and then they would say, "Do you need me to go anything Raito?" And I would have an option to have them repeat everything.
I'm gonna hate that.
And they did it 3 times, and then at the end we had to review everything anyway. And I was like, "Why? Why?" I memorized the 3 things you talked about, but I like how Aegis Rim doesn't hold your hand in that regard. Cool to not be treated like a toddler, and also the gameplay is cool. I'm just worried about when the game actually gets hard, because I'm not good.
What is the gameplay like?
Most of it's watching the story. Basically, you walk, you think about different keywords that they say. You ask them about those keywords to trigger more dialogue, and then you also have the tower defense RTS part, which is the part that I'm afraid of, because right now it's very basic, so I'm doing well, but I think once you get all of the people that can use the Sentinels, then it becomes hard, and that's why I'm scared, because I've never been good at tower defense. I used to play this Final Fantasy tower defense, and I would always lose by the 10th round, I think. And I was a young adult. I was 22, and I was losing in this game. So
a couple of years ago.
But at least this is when you select a move, it pauses the real-time strategy stuff, so you can think about it.
That's true. I do like that you can cheese it a bit, but it looks good. They also did the art exhibit, and the opening day for it, they live streamed. Spider and I joined, because I joined specifically because I wanted to win a PS4 signed by George Namatama. George.
Yeah.
I joined with the goal of getting them to talk about Spider Mix and cats, and I succeeded.
They did talk about cats a lot.
I want to take a segue on him real quick for just a second. Is he the artist? He does Vanillaware stuff like Dragon's Crown. Is that right?
He's the lead artist, George Kamitani. But then
I may be misremembering this, but didn't some like Kotaku journalist be like, "You're a pedophile for doing this Dragon's Crown art"? And then he drew some like gay bear
like it.
art. I bet you'd like this.
We said that on it was from Reset Era. That's where it's from.
Okay, yeah. One of those. They're all the same websites. They're all garbage.
I think he apologized in the end, didn't he? But he drew like the two. He drew like the three really buff guys.
Yeah, like Bara, whatever that genre's called, where it's all like buff dudes, but it's gay.
Yeah,
that was hilarious. That was clap back on Twitter, probably in the past 10 years.
He eventually, he did apologize a little bit.
Of course he did. He has to. If you're Japanese, you have to apologize. It's not like
what am I looking at? Hello.
You could just sin your entire life and be like, I don't care.
But I just when you're imagine being a competent artist and being so offended that you actually spend like 20 minutes drawing this art. Because this looks like a relatively quick drawing of his. It might be the thumbnail for this video.
We had a good time drawing this. That's hilarious.
It should be the Decorabia shirt.
It can be both.
Yeah, but
it's just like this on your pocket, on your shirt pocket. Small version of this.
But I like George Kamitani. When I was reading about him for like in preparation of Aegis Rim, I realized that he's cool. And I think he has two main artists under him, so they're the ones that did all the character designs for Aegis Rim. And most of the characters don't look bad. They are kind of derivative of like cliches, but they don't look bad, and they're both female too. So like when someone gets mad at the sexualization of like a female child, like just remember that it was female adults that drew it.
Exactly. Yeah, they were engaged in this enterprise, which they're hired to sexualize children.
Spider thing makes me nervous.
I was talking about the designs. I like that they toned them down without like crazy hair colors or a ton of accessories and stuff like that. They kept them fairly mellow.
Yeah, them being in basically school uniforms the whole time is super shocking to me. Like I would not have thought that they would do that because that's pretty not usual. Usually it would be a school uniform, but one has this school jacket open and he has a shirt underneath, or this guy has yellow hair and whatever. He has a bunch of like bracelets.
Yeah, they usually go really over the top with the costuming, but these are all pretty much almost all of them are wearing the same thing.
Yeah, which is cool because it makes you focus on their personality by just being like what the things they say rather than like doing it based on solely their appearance. So it's kind of the opposite of like Danganronpa, and that's cool.
The opposite, you mean actually having effort put into the art?
I love Danganronpa art. Like Sakura is like one of the best female character designs of all.
Look the same.
Sakura's cool. I like her a lot.
Yeah, I have a keychain of her.
Dude, bro, that's cool.
Yeah, and her boyfriend is cool too, or her teacher. I can't remember if it was a teacher or a boyfriend. I think it was both.
What are you talking about?
Sakura, have you played Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls? You find out.
No, I'm not.
Oh, no wonder why you don't know.
I've only played 1 and 2.
Well, she has a boyfriend or a teacher. I think I don't know. But basically, he has like some sort of like bonitis or something, and like he gets all weak, and yeah.
Is he All Might?
Oh God. He's referencing The Boys.
I
was referencing My Hero Academia, actually.
No, I know. I just knew you would correct me because you can't leave your mangas alone.
That's bro. Ooh.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah, I know that's Sakura pre buffness.
Kind of looks like every other girl from the series, though.
Yeah, I like her better when she's super buff. Because she has,
bro.
Yeah, that's horrifying. The buff version is like Broly, except if he wore a sailor outfit.
It really is Broly.
Really,
there's a Sakura drawing where she's like flying on she has like a hang glider. It's amazing. But,
go ahead.
But anyway,
one and skip all the rest of the Aegis stuff. Can we do that, or does
we're almost done? There's like literally one thing left. There's a figure of Megumi, who is the girl who encounters Shippo. She's getting a figure. That's the last thing.
Cosplay that costs $700.
What?
Talk about that.
Doesn't she have? Remember with last episode, she has cosplay that costs like $1 million, but it's garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the same company, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Can this be a thumbnail instead?
Like, yeah, make a collage of all the stupid shit we've looked at. She looks like a Fist of the North Star villain.
She does.
She's so chiseled and horrifying to look at. Like these non-Euclidean like muscle angles and.
But
let's not talk about Puyo, please.
I think we already talked about it, didn't we? They had the championships.
Didn't we? I forget.
yeah,
now?
you're the one that can bring it up.
Yeah, they're having the championships right now.
All I wanted to say was Megumi Shakashiji Yaku Shiji.
Yep.
Her figure is gonna be 1/7 scale, which I don't know how big that is, but it sounds really big for what's 1/7 of a normal like Japanese teenager. What is the scale of that?
Like 8 inches.
I don't know. I figured this out and then I immediately forgot like a month ago when we posted this.
7th scale.
Yep.
So 1/7 scale is about 22 centimeters. 22 centimeters in inches is 8 inches tall. Why did it just say that? 8 inches tall figure. Like that's so dumb. Saying 1/7 makes it sound huge. That's at least to me. Also Gonagai has a new manga. For some reason, Glib put that there. Why did you put that there, Glib?
Because I want to plug my video. Hello?
Oh,
yeah.
the guy is megaten, I guess.
Oh, I guess because Devilman rips off megaten, right? Good point.
It do be a ripoff. I mean, what else would we talk about in the thing?
Yeah, I mean, also Glib did make his video, and I never got to say, but I don't agree with your video.
Tragic.
I don't think I think the way you describe anime doesn't. But it's fine.
I sent you the script first, bro. You could have told me this. You could have told me this weeks ago. That's crazy.
Well, it's because I don't want to cloud your opinion. You're allowed to make your own opinion about.
We should have talked about it though. We don't have to like do it while we're on a platform talking about it. That's quite wild.
I want to talk about it out loud, so then now it'll be on record that I just.
LA review. When you ask for an LA review, you get a personalized.
That's what I mean, bro. Larrue is a crab in a bucket, bro.
So great. Your project is so great.
You're
a crab in a bucket, bro.
You're a bucket. You're a crab in a bucket.
Let's take it on. Larrue gets a chance to take another black man down. He takes it, bro. I'm telling you.
You're a bucket, dude. Don't call me a crab in a bucket.
Speaking of taking things down, questions.
Oh yeah, questions. Also,
say me, white man standing in the background chuckling. All right,
We're feeding into the narrative.
All right, question. Let's start with Facebook because that's what I have opened first.
No, I don't ask questions on Facebook anymore because there are people
just Twitter. Okay.
Twitter and YouTube.
YouTube posted. Oh, this is YouTube, right? Twitter and YouTube.
Yeah, the screenshots are YouTube.
Got it. Okay, so we'll start on Twitter because there's actually one or two good ones here. Most of them are pretty bad, folks. Can we please work on that? Can we get better questions? This is a bad one, but we're going to start with this. Yahweh at True Yahweh writes in asking, which demons would you date?
None.
Well, let's start with Glib.
Gabriel, bro. Let's go for it.
What do you think?
I just said Gabriel, bro. Let's do it. I'm here for it.
Who?
Gabriel, bro. Gabriel, hello.
Gabriel.
You have to talk slower, otherwise you sound like.
You gonna keep playing me, bro? That's what we're doing now. That's the wave. I'm just wondering.
Wait, hold on. Neb, I have to interrupt to be like, do you know who Wings of Redemption is?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Why?
Because Glib sounds like a sped up Wings of Redemption.
Why are you trying to play me? This is what I mean, bro.
He's white, so somehow this is racist, but you said it.
Just saying, something I've noticed. And so Glib would date Gabriel.
That's really only 10% true, but it's a very funny observation. So
it's crazy.
So would you date Gabriel from SMT1 or SMT2?
SMT2, sir. SMT2, sir. Don't blame me, sir.
We're
We're not going to keep doing this.
Just was testing you. What about you, Spider? Would you date a demon?
Carbon date maybe.
Oh, that's like a really weird joke for.
Too cerebral for Larrue. He doesn't get it. He's too dumb.
I get it. I get it. She's referencing.
Didn't ask. Keep going.
Jurassic Park.
What's your answer, Neb?
My answer is I don't think demons can reasonably consent to a real relationship because they're in a transactional exchange with us based on magnetite usually. Or some other kind of. So I think that's unethical to have a relationship. I think you guys are bad people.
Insane.
For even entertaining this idea, it's kind of like a slavery thing. But you guys do you. I'm just going to abstain and try to date humans. So, Larrue, what do you think?
Let's see. I wouldn't date any of them. Yeah, that's weird. the idea of dating something that can't consent. Yeah, that's a good point. Another good
Larrue's
point.
Los Angeles
is that they could be however many years old too. So like you could be dating like a Gabriel and she's like 2 millennia old. You have nothing in common. What do you talk about God?
Talking about the will of Yahweh for her. I mean,
yeah, I know. He's gonna be like, hey, do you remember when you did side with the other 3 archangels in SMT2?
You overthrew
Queen.
Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah.
When you never hear world affairs and let horrible tragedies occur every single fucking day, you fraud. But
I'm there for it, bro.
All right, so next question comes from here we go. Z Crust on YouTube. Which Jack Bro is best? Now
Pixie.
Okay. I was just gonna say, let's define Jack Bro, but if we define it by the original game, then Pixie is one of the Jack Bros.
Yep.
Right?
Ripper's the best though. Like in the game.
Ripper a lot. He's undersung. I think he's an underdog. I think that's why he speaks to me.
I don't remember there being a Ripper in the game. I only remember a Jack Skeleton.
Right.
Okay.
Sorry, Skeleton. Pedantic motherfucker.
Yeah, I didn't know Spider was going to be an elitist.
Ripper is easily the ugliest Jack ever. I don't know why anyone likes it. I kind of hate it, to be honest.
What's the matter?
That's cool, Glib. Crab in a bucket.
Are you saying you don't like Skeleton / Ripper?
No.
I know. He's cool. He's edgy. He's a little on the periphery.
He's ugly. He's ugly. I hate it. It's disgusting.
Oh, really? What's not to like?
He's also really strong in that game.
His ugliness is also not like. I don't like it, bro.
All right, man.
Don't look.
Oh, I like this question actually. I want to answer this, but I'll do it last because I don't want to try a topic for it. ToadmanX4 on YouTube writes in asking, "What are your thoughts on people who do challenge runs, i.e., SMT4 without fusions?" End quote.
I try to watch a couple, like, because I know Gnarly does them, and he'll talk about them, and I'll be on voice call with him, like Spider's there too when he's doing the voice calls, and it's like a cool idea for certain types of people. I would never do it because I like playing games normal, and then that's it. Don't like hard mode. Don't like doing any sort of challenge. I just like playing it normally and then never playing it again. So cool that other people like it, not me.
Good.
It depends what it is for me. I do it if it sounded fun, like I do like Nuzlocke and Pokemon and stuff. But like Nuzlocke and like Nocturne or something, that sounds terrible. I won't do it at all.
Yeah, I don't really do challenge stuff at all. I don't know. Redoing the same content over and over, I'm good. Unless I'm getting something new out of it, which if I'm redoing something over and over again, I'm probably not.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it sits in the same vein of speedrunning. I'm like, unless you're making the content uniquely entertaining, why would you bother? Why would you impose artificial constraints on your gameplay? What's the point? It's not for entertainment, really. Is it fun to watch? Is it funny? Is it interesting? I don't know. It's baffling to me. Yeah, so don't do that. Stop doing that. Stop imposing artificial limitation on yourself. Just play the game normally. Question from contest winner. Recent contest winner. Owner of Persona 4 Golden. Who participated in our contest, by the way. Koreano Kato asks, would you like Atlus to remaster Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2? Spider, you're the resident authority. What do you think?
Remaster, they already have remasters. If they mean remake, then no, I don't want any of the old games remade because the staff that made those are not there anymore.
Wait, Digital Devil Saga didn't get a remaster?
I thought he said, sorry, I thought he meant Digital Devil Story.
Yes.
Okay.
I misheard.
Fucking Heat and those motherfuckers that game.
Yeah, Digital Devil Saga, I would like to see a remaster for that. Sure. Remake, no, absolutely not.
Right.
Yeah, not for that. Definitely a remaster would be cool. They should they might as well just remaster them all, but the caveat should be that they should all be ported to PC. So
yeah, I would prefer PC.
Glib, anything to add?
Not really. I don't really care, to be honest with you. I mean, if it happened, it'd be cool.
I don't really care. Spoken like a true crab in a bucket.
You're stuck on this, huh?
You're the most bucket that I know.
It stinks. It's true. You know it does. In your heart of hearts.
The thumbnail needs to be covered
Feel
in
it.
crabs.
Okay. Personal Amoeba on YouTube writes in a puzzling question. I don't understand what this means. Ever going to watch the Kuzunoha JP show? What does that mean?
You're talking about
The live action TV show.
Oh, weird. Is
That was a show too?
TV
Yeah,
show?
there's a TV show with Kyoji and Ray Reiho and all that. It's I think it's a spin-off though. I don't think it's like the same as the game. I haven't played the original Devil Summoner though. But I have seen the first episode of that, and it is.
I know about that show, but
no, that's the show that he's talking about. He just phrased it very bizarrely. I think it's the Kyoji show.
Spider was getting honest on here. What was it like? I've never heard
if
of
it was in English, I'd watch it, but it's not, so I can't.
It's not in English. I tried subbing it, but I couldn't understand some bits, like the fortune teller and the radio for the police. But it's really campy. Like it really it's cheesy. But it's pretty fun. The acting isn't always the best, and it's really bad in some areas, but it's charming enough.
I've seen some clips, and the CGI is really bad.
That's what makes it good.
Yeah.
It's just like the cutscenes in Raito, where it's like, why? And then
you can see some of the Atlus stuff in the first episode as well.
What is this garbage? You just posted something new.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that we also got a new figure confirmed. It is going to be Natsuno and BJ. They're getting a figure through Art FX. I don't know. I think this is a bigger figure because there's no size.
He's gonna be there with the robot.
Yeah, with the robot. I'm excited. It's crazy because I almost want it just for the robot, but I think it's gonna be expensive. Because Artifix figures are expensive.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like $200.
And I don't want to spend $200 just for
a robot.
Robot, yeah.
That's not even the main figure.
Yeah.
This broad sure has a set of cans on her.
Yeah.
That's my analysis of the situation.
Yeah. But in regards to that show, I want to watch it again. I watched it, but I didn't really know what was going on. Because I watched it in the era of nerdism, where I was watching things and like playing the games without knowing exactly what was happening. So I would just be like, "Oh, this is kind of cool," but I wouldn't know what it meant, if that makes sense. So I watched the first season. I've never seen the second season.
I could send you the sub file I made for episode 1.
Sure, that's fine.
It's on my laptop.
I think you did that already because I remember you sending me. We had a conversation about it before.
Oh, did I? Oh, okay.
Yeah. The only episode that I watched all the way through and I know exactly what happens is I think it's like episode 5 or 6 or whatever, the one with the print club machine and the Jack Frost that comes out of it. And that's the one with all the Persona 1 references and stuff.
I haven't gotten that far. I will one day.
Well, I spoiled it. It's about Jack Frost. Persona 1.
I might skip ahead to watch that episode then.
But it's cool. I watched it because it has the print club machine and I wanted to get footage of the print club machine. But yeah, and Neb will never watch it, even if it's in English.
Absolutely not. Never gonna happen. But what will happen is the next question, which is from Roger Cheetah at Fake Roger Hours on Twitter, who asks, which obscure demon would you like to see make a return?
Bugaboo.
The obscure Bugaboo?
Major role.
Which obscure what? Say it again.
Deep Strange Journey. Which
Um,
obscure demon would you like to make a return?
obscure.
Raguel.
I don't really like any. Like, I'm not really like a huge fan of any specific obscure one. Besides, the ones that I think are obscure don't really qualify. Like Jack or like Ripper. Ripper's obscure to me because he's like, whenever people say Jack Bros, no one thinks of Ripper.
Yeah.
He's
Semi-obscure, I would say.
I thought of one. Kiok. He's like a little smiley, hairy demon. And to exercise him, you have to do a really dumb dance.
Yeah.
Seems very annoying.
He's adorable.
I like that. That's good. Can you put that in the collage for the...
Is he the one with the naked hands and feet? Oh, sorry. Did you post the image?
Yeah, I posted the image.
Oh, yeah. That's. I think that's the one I was. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in SMT1 and If, and he dances back and forth while he's smiling with his little sprite.
Oh, that just triggered mine. It'd either be Holy Ghost or Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah, I mean, Holy Ghost is the obvious meme answer, which I would like to say.
I would really like to see Will-O-Wisp.
Specifically the If design.
Yeah. We're still 16-bit Holy Ghost in DX2.
Holy Ghost of Will-O-Wisp, please.
Please. I mean, they did Maneater and BodyCon. I mean, fucking why not?
Yeah.
I think with the Hyaki Yago thing that they were doing with the Nocturne merch, they might do Will-O-Wisp.
That'd be kind of nice. But I don't know. I have my doubts. The merch we've been getting recently is mostly
great. Mostly the best we've ever received in our lives.
Yeah, like that Decorabia shirt.
I love it because it looks like something you'd find on a Redbubble. That's how like bad it looks. Like I love how faded the Decorabia looks too. Like they couldn't even get like nice colors on it, or maybe it's just a photo. It just looks like all washed out.
It's probably a result of the photo, but
It looks like the same quality as the towel, which is not good.
And the art for the towel is so bad. It looks like someone vectored. Like what they did is they pulled up a demon's like sprite and then they made it face forward and they just like traced it or something. It just looks so bad and lazy. There's no eye shine, so it looks even soulless too.
It looks like they threw a texture on the papercraft tutorial.
Oh yeah. Oh jeez. But yeah.
Okay, I've got 2 more questions, then we can leave. I think this one's actually pretty good. I think you might as well like this. Scotty from That One Place on YouTube writes in asking, which piece of untranslated megaten media would you like to experience the most?
Baby Sama, easily.
Which one? Devil
Baby
Sama?
Sama.
Oh, your T-Tech has gotten to you now?
Look. I almost played it like last month or so for the if you have the what's
Soul
it called?
Hackers?
Not Soul Hackers, but I mean you can translate it with the AI, whatever it's called, with Google Translate or something. Like while you're playing it.
Oh yeah.
The AI. I heard that was really good, so I might try that soon. I don't know.
I don't know how good a auto translate's gonna be, to be honest.
Like I
Is
thought
it
that too at
super,
first I
super
started
good?
before, but apparently it's quite good, so I don't know.
Unless the sentences are like really simple, then maybe. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm free. I got things to do, so I don't
You're
know.
talking about the AI service that
I know what the emulator it's on. I forget what it's called. Has one built into or something. I don't know what it's through though.
RetroArch.
Yeah, RetroArch. That's what it's called. Yeah.
You gotta work on your listening skills, buddy.
I gotta break it up, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
But yeah, I can see Devil Summoner. It's one of those things where it's a mystery but I know that once you play it, you're not gonna like it.
I would have
really?
liked to have played it before Soul Hackers because I feel like I was missing out on a lot of references.
Yeah, Soul Hackers references it a bit.
I like Soul Hackers a lot, so I feel like I like it. So I don't know.
So I guess the way to think of it is, what if you liked like a game a lot and you're basically wanting to play the prototype version of the game.
Let's go for that. I don't think it'd be as great as of course, but I think I still enjoy the ride and appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy because you don't like the vast improvement of Ride 01.
I think that
Ride 01 sucks, so yeah, I don't.
What would your option be, Spider, for untranslated media?
Either Devil Summoner 1 or 9, honestly. And 9 is not easy to get in any way. Like you need a modded Xbox to play it.
I don't really know about what's untranslated anymore or not.
For games, it's all of Devil Children besides Reddit, besides the two that came to America. The card game for the Game Boy Color. 9, Gaiten, Devil Summoner 1.
I guess 9 by default, probably. I don't really care about any of those other ones.
All the mobile games.
Yeah, all the mobile games. There's a couple of the manga that's not translated yet.
Persona 2.
Deathmatch. No, Deathmatch's finished. Actually, they finished that. We should have put that in the news. They finished it this week, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
It's nice.
Interesting.
I am going to read that when we're done with this
because it's super short. It's super good too. Trying to think I don't know. I guess for me, I guess it'd be Devil Children, the first anime, not the bad one. Just because I don't know. The games I've already played them, even though I didn't understand it early. I feel like I know what the gameplay is.
I watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes just to make Jack Frost gifs. The story's pretty simple. I mean, there's like an exposition dump like once an episode, but it's usually pretty short, and it's fine. If you played the game, you're not going to get lost.
Well, I want to see if Setsuna gets his arm ripped off like in the game.
I can skip ahead and find out.
I don't know if they would do that.
That'd be super cool.
It's Japan. They would definitely do that.
Maybe.
Because the anime gives off strong for me. Like, that's what it looks like at a glance. It's like, man, it just feels like it's Digimon. But yeah.
Think about it. All right. Final question comes in from a regular. I don't recall his real name, but his screen name on YouTube is Wolf397. I recognize his profile picture. He's wrote into every single time I think we've ever asked for questions. He says, please, Kyaku Megami Tensei spoiler cast. I love you forever. What do you guys think about playing Kyaku Megami Tensei?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyaku, that game also has where you lose your arm. And you know how when you get poisoned in games, you get like poison status? In Megami Tensei 2, you get lose arm as a status.
That's quite the status effect.
It's not a spoiler. It's like literally in like the first hour or whatever.
They're Kaneko in his arms.
Yeah, you read the interview where he talks about what it is
to do one-armed characters. Yeah. He was fighting the whole time.
Like that's such a bizarrely specific thing, and he got his way. We got like Taki Minakata and
Jockey.
No arms.
Yeah, and then the one guy that has one leg.
Ipadatora?
Yeah, Ipan. Yeah.
There's also the girl has one leg too. What's her name? Dang, can't remember her name now. The ghost girl. The rumor.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah.
Limes. Yeah.
Yeah, limes.
Reiko
Kamishara or whatever. Yeah.
Prototype.
I kept thinking Naoki Kashima. I'm like, what? That's not it.
Prototype Akira in 4A also had a missing arm.
Really?
That's a nod to him. Dang. Kaneko's influence is like no arms. That's
No arms.
The epitaph on his tombstone will be like. Anyway, so you're done with questions? Was that what you're saying?
Yeah, but now that you talk about no arms, there's a movie called Demon City Shinjuku. Have you heard of that?
No. Is it good? How many?
No, it's not very good, but it's kind of entertaining. It's like an old anime movie. For some reason, Amazon has like 1 million old shitty anime movies. Some of them are pretty cool. I've talked about them before. And this one seems pretty like megaten adjacent. The apocalypse comes and turns Tokyo or whatever into a fucking demon hellhole. There's a guy with a sword. And his master gets dismembered slowly over a period of a long time while fighting a giant demon. So that's kind of related.
I'm like looking at the English voice actors because one of the funniest things about like old anime and stuff is that they would have like people who'd become popular later on as like main characters, but this one's they're all like people I've never heard of, like a guy who appeared in such films as Hellbound, Hellraiser 2, Night Tree.
Hellraiser 2 is an awesome movie.
Okay. Driver, Bad Mother Truckers.
All right, that's those last two not great.
The heroine for Demon City Shinjuku looks like an idol from the 80s. She's got like the pink bow on her head and everything.
She looks like a complete ripoff from Perfect Blue. Is that the movie?
Oh, she does.
Right?
Yeah, it was a popular style back then.
Yeah. It's not probably a ripoff, but the same influence.
Oh,
anyway, it's kind of a cool movie. It's not very good, so don't go in expecting a masterpiece, but it's very adjacent to Megaten stuff. So I was wondering if there's some influence one way or the other.
Wait, is this the movie where he has like they're both police officers and one of them's like a movie?
You sound like you're talking about Jinro.
Spider probably knows what I'm talking about. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Were they both cops?
Yeah, they're like both like demon cops. I think it's called Wicked City, actually.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. It's really bad.
It messed me up as a kid. Like, it's one of the things that I shouldn't have seen as a child because there's a lot of like sex and stuff.
Yeah, I watched something really weird. Actually, you know what I watched recently again? Ninja Scroll. That's a good movie.
Ninja Scroll.
Someone recommended me Wicked City because of the spider lady in it.
I saw Wicked City for my video. It's not good.
Not good is an understatement, yeah. Oh, yeah, Wicked City is the one where you said that the spider person looks like Ariadne.
Yeah.
Or whatever person.
Arachne.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah. Damn, that's
fake Megaten fan. Oh, my gosh.
What a loser. Hairstyle is exactly the same. Wow, what a ripoff.
Yeah, Kaneko does that.
All right, well, anyway, so I guess we're done. Although, one last thing.
Wait, hold on.
One thing we missed. This is the only news item I've ever posted in my life. We didn't talk about it. Catherine Classic was in the Humble Bundle for September.
Oh, was it?
It was. I have, because I already own it, I have an extra key. So I'll give away my extra Humble Bundle key, which redeems, I think, mostly in the West. I don't know if it's worldwide or whatever, but we'll see. Please leave a comment, roast and glib in the most creative and fun way, and we will judge it on the next episode. Spider, me, and Larrue will vote, and whatever receives the most votes, you'll receive a free key for Catherine Classic. So,
grab in a bucket.
Please look forward to that, folks.
Dang, I'm gonna buy this one bundle too, so I can give away a majigger.
You may be too late, but check and see if you can still get in.
How much is the bundle?
It's like $12. I know, actually, it might be more if you're not a classic subscriber like me. Might be 15 or more. I don't remember.
Classic subscriber. So I guess before we close off, do you guys have any thoughts you want to think out loud or things you want?
Well, I do.
Okay.
Check out my video. The link is YouTube /
give me the link so I'll put it in the description of the video.
Yeah.
They can decide.
Don't describe.
No one is going to type out a video by voice.
Let me pause this. What YouTube /
So yeah, so just send. He's gonna send me the link. I'm putting it in the description. Watch his video. It's about Shin Megami Tensei being anime. It's clearly incorrect. So go ahead and leave an upvote just to support the podcast.
It's a crab in a bucket. He's just mad. He's hating.
You should.
He's me shining. He's jealous.
You should subscribe to Glib because
he's like one for one black man.
I'm about to say something nice, and now I don't have to because you.
Folks, go ahead and vote in the comments. Who's the bigger hater? Is it Larrue or is it Glib? Please let us know.
Alternatively, you can also vote on who you can understand when they talk. Glib.
Oh my god!
You guys are terrible.
We have to end this before there's a civil war. We have to end this.
So I'm Larrue. Thank you for watching. Also, Spider.
Hey, bye.
Neb.
Bye.
Bye. So I'm just kidding. Glib.
Hello? You can watch my video at YouTube / OB9.
The app was playing.
Oh my god! Crab in a bucket.
Look at the link in the description.